Hello and welcome to Zen Zone Yoga. I will be joined today by my son, Sebastian. If you would like to come and join me on the mat, go ahead and grab a comfortable seat on your mat. Rest your palms on your knees, close your eyes, sit up with a straight back, and breathe deeply in and out. Today's practice will be a high energy vinyasa style yoga flow. We're focusing on bringing energy into our bodies and therefore clearing our minds, taking this time on our mats to forget about what we have to do and just focus on making ourselves physically and mentally better in the here and now. Go ahead and open your eyes and come spin on your mat, both legs out in front. Both legs out in front, arms up, flex your feet, and fall over towards your feet. Breathe out. Sink into the seated forward fold. Go ahead and sit up. Now we're going to take our right foot outside of our left knee and hook our left elbow outside of our right knee and twist. And breathe in and out. And back to center. Take your left foot outside of your right knee and hook your right elbow outside of your left knee and twist and breathe. And out. From here, we're going to switch to all fours. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, and we're going to do some cat-cow. So breathe in for cow, drop your belly to the mat, chin up to the sky. Breathe out cat, arch your back, drop your chin to your chest. Breathe in cow. Breathe out cat. Breathe in cow. Breathe out cat. And back to neutral. Now we're going to come into a balancing table. So right arm out in front of you, left leg out straight behind you, pelvis facing forward. We're making a straight line from our fingertips to our toes. And drop it down. Other side, left arm out in front, right leg out behind, pelvis straight, straight line from your fingertips to your toes. And drop it back down. Now we're going to come forward onto our forearms, drop your belly down to the ground for Sphinx pose. Now put your hands where your elbows were and push up into cobra. Then tuck your toes under, push your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Now we're going to get into the energetic part of the flow. So roll forward into high plank and back into down dog. Forward into high plank, back into down dog. Forward into high plank, breathe in. Back into down dog, breathe out. High plank, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. One more time. High plank, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Kick your right leg up to the sky and bring it forward between your hands. keeping your toes tucked on your left foot, arms all the way up for high lunge. Drop your hands down around your front foot. Kick your leg back up into three-legged dog. One more time, same side. Bring that right leg front between your hands up into high lunge. Keeping that front leg at a 90-degree angle. Drop your hands back down. Kick your leg back up into three-legged dog. And come back into downward facing dog. We're going to do the left side. Left leg up, three-legged dog. Bring your foot between your hands. Come on up to a high lunge. Hands back down around your front foot. Kick your leg back up into three-legged dog. Bring your foot forward between your hands again. Up into a high lunge. Drop your hands back down. Kick your leg back up into three-legged dog. And come on down to a downward facing dog. Now we're going to roll forward into high plank. Roll forward even more and lower yourself down all the way to the mat in one straight line. Untuck your toes and push up into your hands for cobra. Breathe in. And bring your big toes together, knees wide apart, and lean back into child's pose. Breathe out. And rest here for a minute. Come on up to all fours. We're going to go onto our forearms. Tuck your toes and push up into a dolphin pose. Walk your feet forward a little bit and hold in dolphin. Keeping your head off the mat. This focuses on shoulder strength. And drop your knees down. Come on up to the top of your knees. Straight backs, reach all the way up to the sky. Slight back bend. Now drop your arms down one at a time to grab your heels. We'll start one arm first, reaching over, doing a big side opening stretch here for a partial camel pose. Both arms back up. Drop your right hand down, really opening wide, opening up that side body. Both arms up. Now we'll drop both hands down into camel pose and push that pelvis forward. And come on up. Sit on top of your feet, lean forward into child's pose. Pull your fingers forward so this is an active child's pose. Coming up to your hands and knees. Put your feet out behind you, up to a high plank. Then we're going to go down to a forearm plank. And back up to a high plank. Down to a forearm plank. Back up to a high plank. Down to a forearm plank. Back up to a high plank. Now we're going to do side plank. So put your right hand towards the middle of your mat. Flip to the outside of your right foot. Stack those feet or scissor them. Bring your hip and your left arm up to the sky for side plank. Now come back down to a high plank. Bring your left hand to the middle of the mat, flip to the outside of your left foot, stack or scissor your feet, hip and right arm up towards the sky for a side plank. Drop it back down to a high plank and bring yourself forward, lower all the way down to your belly in one straight line. Land on your forearms and push up into Sphinx pose. And just breathe and rest for a minute. Catch your breath if you need to. And we're going to roll over onto our backs as the high energy portion of this is done. Bring your knees to your chest and hug them. Rock back and forth to massage your lumbar spine into the ground. Then spread your knees apart, reach between your knees, grab the outside of your heels, and drop down into happy baby pose. Bring your knees back to the middle, drop them over to the left. Use your left hand to push your knees down, right arm out to the side. Look over your right fingertips for a supine twist. Bring your knees back to center, drop them over to the right. Use your right arm to push them down, left arm out to the side. Look over your left fingertips. Bring your knees back to your chest and hug them really good one last time before releasing your legs one at a time. Down to the mat, landing with your palms face up, and close your eyes into Shavasana. Final relaxation. Take some deep breaths in and out. Use this opportunity to unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders away from your chin. Let your body sink into the earth. Feel the earth holding you. Just rest in complete stillness. Being grateful to yourself that you joined us on the mat today for this energetic yoga session. These sessions are so good for helping to clear your mind, helping you to get into a deeper relaxation. You can breathe normally and just focus on the breath in a moment of silence. I invite you to stay in Shavasana as long as you need to. But if you're ready to bring your consciousness back into your body, you can do so by wiggling your fingers and toes. Bring your arms up over your head, knees over to the right side of your mat in the fetal position. And with your eyes closed, bring yourself up to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your chest in Anjali Mudra, the mudra of gratitude. And bow your chin down to your chest, sealing in this practice. Thanking yourself for being here today, to take the time out of your day to do something beneficial for yourself, both mentally and physically. It's nice to work up a sweat while also having fun and allowing yourself to forget about any outside distractions, even if just for a few minutes. When you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me and my son Sebastian today on the mat. I hope you will join us next time here at Zen Zone Yoga. Namaste.